Hi guys, this is Crosshair Eclipse Gaming TV and welcome to part 13 of my Boyhood Dream series with Gillingham FC on FM 2015. So last time out it was 2 victories on the bounce. We took out non-league Chester 3-0 and we also picked up a 4-1 victory in the league. Now going to be squaring off against Doncaster and we are working this 4-2-4 formation. Just going to throw a quick save in. Now, I tend to record videos in batches quite often, so for those of you watching it, it will be a little way along, but at the time I'm recording this yesterday, I went up to watch Gillingham play, and even though it was a good game, came back from being 2-0 down against Chesterfield, we ended up losing a third goal, and the players just seemed to shut off, and you know, the midfield was pretty much non-existent. And my dad, who I've been to Gillingham games with for 20 odd years, probably just less than that actually, I think it might be 17, 18 years we've been going to Gillingham games on and off, sort of said to me something which really stuck in my head that I hadn't thought of before, and he just sort of said, do these players actually care? And it is a really good point, because when you get down to this sort of level, you get a revolving door policy, you get a bunch of new players come in and a bunch of players leave because they're on short-term deals. They're just on the hunt to find their next club, where their next season, where their next contract's going to come from. Do they really care? And I think that really is a good point. And you look at some of the Gillingham players that we've had during our time in the Championship, for example, or not even then, if you think about like some Annie Hessenthaler, Danny Spiller, Paul Smith, Chris Hope, Ian Cox, Leon Johnson, just throwing names out there, Jason Brown. I mean, I'm throwing out a load of names of players that I've watched week in, week out over the years, and they're not all players that I rate. Some of them I really have rated and really have loved watching every week, but they're all players like Andy Cross, another brilliant example, the battling Welshman in central midfield. Would any of them have stood up to what happened yesterday? No, they'd be going absolutely mental, conceding 2 goals, bringing it back to 2-2 and then conceding again. They would be absolutely livid. And you start to wonder how many players would actually feel the same way. Not just in the Gillingham side, but for any side that are a similar kind of ilk, where every season you turn up, you've got a completely different playing squad. It just sort of happens down at the lower leagues. And I think I'm going to take that on board with this series going forward. Whatever happens at the end of the season, as long as I'm still there, I'm going to look to build the team that I want and try and keep that squad together as best I can. It's going to be difficult down at the lower leagues, and it is going to be tempted to trade out pieces for arguably better players, but I think there's something to be said for building a great team as well, with a cohesive unit that are all playing for each other. And how well you can actually pull that off in Football Manager, well, I don't know. Probably not as well as you actually could with a proper team in front of you. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's kind of something that I've got in my head. And as I talked about from part 1, yes, this is a series where I want to see the Boyhood club that I've supported since the age of 6 do well, but it's not going to be a straight, right, let's get promoted, let's get to the Premier League, let's push on. It's going to be more like a fun series for me, something that I'll enjoy. And ooh, as we just hack it clear, nearly go a goal down within the first minute. Good chance from John Egan in the box. Great save from Nelson. Get it clear, boys. There we go. That's more like it. Couple of sweaty moments right at the start. Joe Martin, set piece specialist, puts it high and wide into the stands though. Paul Keegan does exactly the same thing at the other end. Let's create a chance, boys. Let's play some football. Come on. All Doncaster so far, the distinctive red and white stripes. Calvert well in. Cody Mack. Chance to feed in Heskey to his left if he can see him, and he has. Heskey created a fair few chances during the last part, but he is dispossessed and the ball comes back the other way. Nelson having the palm behind. And again, high into the stands. I think that might have been Luke Freeman. No, Furman. My bad. Yeah, Luke Freeman, 15-year-old that used to be at Gillingham, was snapped up by Arsenal. We didn't get any money for him. And I think it was Doncaster that he ended up landing at in the end. Also no Louis Tomlinson. No One Direction players here. Thankfully. Whew, offside. McGlashan chance to push through. Brings it under control. And Doncaster get clear. And that's in. That's not offside. We are properly up against it here. Ugh. And the annoying thing is I've got retained possession in on the team instructions, but it's just not happening. We're not getting hold of the ball at all, not getting to play any football. Cody McDonald to Heskey. Heskey back of the net, 1-1. Come on, the Heskey. From Wembley Stadium to the Keepmoat Stadium, Emil Heskey is still scoring goals. Boom. Power. Back of the net. And that'll do if we can keep it here until half time. Well, that lasted all of a minute. Brilliant. Nelson beaten at his near post. Is this a bit of a shocker? Yeah, a little bit. Bit of a shocker from Frank Šimek as well. Should have been covering that. Considering he's been knocking on my door asking for first team football. Well, in Jake Essenthaler. Nelson, bit of catching practice. Martin up to Cody Mack. What can he do with it? Get pushed and fall over, clearly. Flashing up to McDonald. No, it didn't work. Nathan Tyson, ex-Wickham, I think. Tall, powerful left winger that can play up top, if I remember rightly. Not got much of a finish on him, by the signs of that. I'm going to try something. He's not on the bench, actually. That's awkward. I was thinking I could throw an Antonio German up front in the place of Cody McDonald, who hasn't done a whole lot, because German's quite direct and happy to run at people, and maybe that would help create a little bit up top, but no such luck. We'll throw in Luke Norris, though. Chance for Šimek to find the ball in, which he does. Heskey nearly got on the end of that. Heskey out to Martin. Need a good ball in here. McGlashan could argue he was fouled off the ball there. Hessenthaler very well in. Šimek, ball up to Norris, bit hopeful. Bit of a punt. Hessenthaler to Heskey. Big man falls over again. Like Bambi on ice. Good save from Nelson, but Šimek nowhere near him. Forrester's second of the game. I think I might instill Matt Fish back in at right back. Joe Martin did what Šimek should have done. Got a leg in there, presented the second shot after Nelson made a good save. Heskey to Dak, to Dickinson, who's been quiet this game. Heskey up to Norris, what can he do with it? Tries to find a bit of room. Hospital pass to McGlashan in the end, sold him short, but we've got another chance. McGlashan through to Norris, offside. Didn't bring his shooting boots anyway. Joe Martin consolation goal. Doesn't come. And that is full time. A little bit disappointing, but not a bad performance from the boys all in all. They are up there around about mid-table. It was a tough game for us. But Port Vale picked up points. They've leapfrogged us again. We are now quite a way off safety, to be fair. This is a bit worrying. Still got half the season left to play, 20-odd games. I'm not really sure what I can do to freshen things up, but here we are. 20th of December, Chesterfield. This is the game I was at yesterday. Now down there in the table, 18th. Courtney House's loan deal. Quite happy to let that one run out, I think. So actually paying wages for him. Yeah, we are. 1,100 quid a week. No, thank you. Well, that's going to be interesting. Get myself into the January transfer window, see if I can bring in a few players with that. Bring in 2 or 3 players with that sort of wages to spend, as long as I've got the right players available. So here we go then, as we find ourselves getting into the packed Christmas period. Right, let's do this. So Dickinson and McGlashan. Suggestion for Pritchard to come in instead of Hessenthaler. Yeah, no, sorry, instead of Dak. Yeah, I will go with that. Is there a reason? No, not particularly. Okay. Well, rule nothing out. So, got Pritchard and Hessenthaler. Pritchard's more defensively minded. And so, yeah, I've got no problem trying that out. Along with Hessenthaler, who's able to get in and cause problems. Fish back in at right back, wanted to do that anyway. Calvert and Egan, pretty much untouched as the centre-back pairing. Martin at left back, fine. Heskey and McDonald. Yeah, not a lot else that I can really think about changing here, to be honest. So let's get to it. Got Dak on the bench if I feel like Pritchard isn't working in the centre of midfield. For some reason I thought that might have been John O'Shea, but it's not. Now this lad, Tendai Derikwa, played at right back yesterday and looked very good at right back, even though he's an attacking midfielder. A very versatile player by the looks of things. Quite lively going forward. Okay. A bit of encouragement to the team. Egan up to Heskey. Cody McDonald, room to run. Finds Heskey in the middle. Got 3 defenders around him though. Flashing up to McDonald, to Heskey. Offside. Pritchard up to McDonald. Heskey room to work. Doesn't fall over for once. Finds McDonald. Good bit of passing play, but there's no room to work. Maybe Martin can get a ball in. No, he can't. Now he's got to make sure we don't get caught on the break. Glashan keeps it in. Good football. Naira Nosworthy, ex-Gillingham player in the Championship. Play at centre-back or right-back. Another one of our ex-Championship players that ended up moving into the Premier League. Played for Sunderland. Joe O'Shea given a little bit too much space there. Not tight enough to him. Nelson pushes over and is relieved to see that one whisk over the bar. Our time this time, or our chance this time. Joe Martin to Heskey. But catch in practice for the goalie. Fish dispatches it straight up top to Heskey. Able to get out to Dickinson. Pritchard, long range effort. Not good enough, John Egan. Joe O'Shea again in the hole, finding space, getting shots off. Need to watch that, need to be tighter to him. Cody Mack gets a shot off, push behind. Cody McDonald, again, shot out for a corner. Glashan again taken down, good challenge. Doriqua dispatches it upfield. Hessenthaler hacking clear. I would have liked to see him play that out or try to. Cat's excellent move, and that is what it was, to be fair. Slick one-touch passing stuff. But completely split apart. Someone there didn't track their man. Hessenthaler. Oh dear. Going to come out attacking. Second half. So lads, that wasn't good enough. Fish chance to run. Said pops off to Hessenthaler. Heskey to Dickinson. Across to McGlashan. How's that not gone in? Oh, wow. Goal line technology, come on. Fish to Pritchard to Dickinson. Has he not finished that? Oh, boys. How many golden opportunities do you want? McDonald this time didn't bring his shooting boots. Norris on for McDonald. And then we need something a little more attacking in midfield, I think. Norris to McGlashan. Norris again. Fish chance to put the ball in. Does. Dak to Pritchard. Corner. Well in, Matt Fish. Go on, boys. One goal will do it. To Norris, to Heskey, Pritchard to Norris again. Can he finish? No, he can't. Great save from the keeper. Calvert out to Martin. Need a ball in. No, not good enough. Too close to the keeper. Need to get hold of this football, then we've got about 5 minutes to work. Probably last attack of the game if we can get hold of this football. Ball up to Norris, to Dak. It's McGlashan. Fish dispossessed. And last chance is batch it forward. Pritchard to Heskey. Fish chance for a better ball in. Last kick of the game then. Corner. Final opportunity. Let's get back in. Disappointing. Should have done better than that, but we tried. I'll tell the boys unlucky. And no such luck, unfortunately. So another 2 losses recorded, but at least we are showing some positive football while we're at it as well. So that was unlucky 13, unlucky part 13. This has been Crossy of Eclipse Gaming TV. Thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, please give the video a thumbs up. And any feedback, comments, suggestions, drop those in the box below. That will really help me out. We need all the help we can get to dig ourselves out of this bottom spot. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because there's lots of good stuff. Mostly Football Manager at the moment, but I'm going to try and mix it up a bit as well. Thank you very much.